Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video we're going to be testing the Hornady TAP 12 gauge reduced recoil 2 3/4 inch 9 pellet buck defensive shotgun load. Now the reason why we're testing this is to skew a little bit from what we normally test. If you guys have followed our channel for the last 5 years, we've tested some pretty wild shotgun shells, including bolo shells, some Latvian slugs. So what we're trying to accomplish here is find something that's a little bit more suitable for defensive use. So one of our viewers contacted us, gave us this ammunition to test, and we're going to be firing it out of a Remington 870 from 5 meters into clear ballistics gelatin, and hopefully we'll get some interesting results. Now keep in mind, when I originally filmed this video I had lost my voice, so if I sound like a crazy robot guy, please excuse that, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yep, that connected. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the results. We were able to fire 2 of the shells from the exact same distance, 10 meters, out of the same gun. Originally when I hit the gel, I thought I had missed because it didn't react as violently as it usually does with 12 gauge shotgun shells. But this really is a low pressure round, and I actually was able to hit the target twice. So before we get started, let me first explain that interpreting ballistic gelatin tests can be a little bit difficult, but if you're looking for a home defense shotgun, this is exactly what you should be looking for in the performance of this round. Now, I wasn't hired by Hornady, I wasn't even sponsored by Hornady for this test. A viewer actually gave us this ammunition, so what I'm telling you is just my straight opinion. So the reason why this is some awesome ammo. First off, if we look, both rounds had very similar performance. The only difference we have here is the location of the wadding. Now we can talk about that a little bit later, but let's start early on in the block. Now early on, from 0 to 6 inches, we don't see a lot of divergence from the contents of the shotgun shell, and we can count later on in the block that every pellet is accounted for, so that tells us that we had a really tight grouping, and that's great for home defense for a few reasons. Number one, it's going to allow us to punch through any objects that someone might be hiding behind, such as a couch or a table or a wall, and it also allows us to ensure that we're dealing maximum damage later on in the gel. We don't want a lot of divergence here because this area represents skin and bone. This is your skin and your rib cage. So after 6 inches, from 6 to about 10 inches, we start to see a little bit of divergence and expansion here of the shot pattern. We can tell that we have this 1/2 inch permanent cavity that expands out to 0.75 inches. We have that first wadding there. The second wadding's out here at 15.5 inches. And from there we see a nice even expansion all the way out till the end of the block. What we can also tell is that all these pellets had enough energy to penetrate out to that vital zone from 12 inches to 18 inches, but they didn't have a lot of extra energy, which is what we're looking for. What we're trying to avoid is what's called over-penetration, where we penetrate out past 18 inches and hit an innocent bystander. We want just enough energy to kill that person from 12 inches to 18 inches. We don't want a lot of early damage, and we want all of that damage to be controlled and expand in a uniform fashion. So overall, this is some outstanding ammunition. It's also very light to shoot. I've fired a lot of reduced recoil shells in my time, and this has to be by far the easiest to shoot. So if you have someone who's maybe a bit older, a little bit more frail, and is afraid of the shotgun, they can be, rest assured this is pretty simple to shoot. You can get them out to the range, fire a few of those, and it'll be a little bit easier. Now this ammo is a little bit more pricey. There's a lot of stuff on the market for home defense use. But this stuff looks to be like some of the best defensive shotgun ammunition I've ever tested. Usually we test that more exotic stuff, such as your bolo shotgun shell or the Rhodesian jungle type stuff, but every once in a while I like to test something that's a little bit more feasible for home defensive use. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.